No, it was not. I was kidding. Something that will take out 13. Honestly, I'll take out both caravans.
The Lyrians reached the outer defenses of the camp where the Nilfgaardians had taken Braithwaite's food stores. Rayla delivered her report.
3 heavy infantry regiments, Vizeri arbalists,
The warrior said.
and I heard neighing, so they've cavalry as well.
Meve said nothing, working it over in her head. The fate of the starving villagers weighed on her heart. But was it worth risking heavy losses to aid them?
It's a very good point. Yeah. No. They are the enemy.
The Nilfgaardians keep food in storage and watch it rot while peasants perish from hunger. Will we allow this?
The queen said, addressing her soldiers. Cried the soldiers.
I didn't think so.
Meve said with a smile as she drew her weapon.
Lyrians, attack! Today our swords shall taste imperial blood!
Watch your heads!
And just when you thought things were about to get dull.
Fear not! We shall achieve our goal!
Ha! Scrubbing duty again? Oh, gods.
Okay.
New orders? No? Ah.
Wise choice. One bolt on a blade.
Very good!
Margarita told us of this.
Walls are down. Now we light you up.
Order!
Give me a target.
Oh.
Order will triumph! It must triumph! Again and again and again.
Destillat Zweifel!
Army's a waste of time for one like me. Arbalist at your command.
El Herzer.
God, he's still with me on this one though.
Catch! I smell a leak. Yes.
Quick and painful this'll be.
Your Grace, the battle's won. We've secured the storehouses.
Neve managed to rout the Nilfgaardian troops and regain the stolen supplies. However, the Queen's good humor faded soon after the battle. Her soldiers began loudly demanding she not return to the village, but keep the food for her troops.
We've nigh empty bellies too, my lady. And whatever we give them, the black-clad bastards will just steal right back. Better to strengthen our own army than the enemy's.
Easy it would have been to take offense at the soldier's words, to accuse him of greed. But his words held much merit.
Yep.
Meave's army had no less need for the food than the peasants, and in war-ravaged Edirn there were few chances to replenish their supplies. After a moment's hesitation, the Queen announced her decision.
We shall divide the food. Half we return to the peasants, half we keep for ourselves.
At first, the peasants were glad to see the soldiers. But their joy quickly turned to anger when they found Meave had decided to return only half the recovered supplies.
And for a queen to stoop so low! So low! Robbing good folk! Starving good folk! Ugh!
Meave refused to argue with the villagers. Yes, justice was on their side. But in times of war, justice counts for little.
A thief who takes half your coin is just as much a thief as one who takes it all. Remember these words well. A thief who takes half...
Can't make him happy. Just can't make him happy.
Meave's mount reared and flattened its ears, spooked for no visible cause. Trusting in animal instinct, Meave jumped to the ground and felt tremors under her boots. At first they were faint, barely palpable, then grew stronger and stronger.
What's going on?
Meave cried.
Why does the earth tremble?
Before anyone could respond, a scout from the forward guard let out a terrified cry. A moment later, snapped trees crashed down around them, and out of the woods came a 30-foot-tall stone giant.
Gods,
Whispered the Queen.
what is that?
A golem,
Isbel whispered back.
favorite servant of Nilfgaardian mages.
That's not good.
As if to confirm his words, soldiers marched out from behind the giant, clad in heavy black plate. Their leader, however, wore but a light tunic, and his hands glowed with a strange blue light.
Dithen Quan and Lyrian!
He shouted, giving the order to attack.
Gloire and Ard Feyin!
Jeez. Where is he?
One bullet's all I need.
No time for that!
Utter your wish.
Adart!
Mom, Break the mage's spell, and the golem's power will wane to naught.
There it is.
Catch!
The mage! Kill the mage!
Again and again and again.
Jeez.
Go, hop, hop.
Give me a target.
My pain serves a purpose.
Army's a waste of time for one like me.
Arbalist to your command.
Your Grace, it worked!
Dude, my army is strong right now.
Raising her shield against the whistling rain of arrows, Meve fought her way towards the Nilfgaardian mage leading the attack. At close quarters, magic arcana would stand no chance against a well-swung blade. Meve roared, delivering a powerful blow. Her blade severed the mage's aorta, and drowning in his own blood, he fell to the ground. He choked out by way of last words. Then the blue aura coming from his hands flickered out, and the stone giant thundered to the ground in pieces. When the dust of the battle had settled, the Queen ordered her men to search the Nilfgaardian camp. In the mage's tent, they found a rare instrument used to communicate at a distance, a megascope. The crystals encrusted in its brass frame were still warm, meaning it had recently been used to conduct a conversation. The burning question was, with whom?
Isbel!
Yelled the Queen. The mage dutifully came closer.
This device. Could you activate it?
Yes, Your Grace. But are you sure?
I am. Get to work.
Isbel nodded, then began calibrating the magic device. Finally, something clicked. A light flickered on, and before Meve's eyes appeared the outline of a Nilfgaardian general.
Speak common, please. I know not your tongue.
Oh, forgive me. I thought I spoke to someone else. Good to see you in good health, Queen, or ex-Queen, I suppose, would be the more apt title.
Instead of fretting so much over my title, give yours.
Of course. Where are my manners? Duke Adel Ebdahi, Grand Chancellor, Commander of Army Group East. I believe you've heard of me.
No. This is the first time I hear the name Ardle. Ardle what?
I see you've a poor mind for names. Perhaps you should ask your son. He knows me very well.
You whoreson.
Oh, what was I thinking? You're not on good terms, are you? Such a sad story. But don't worry, it'll soon be over.
Is that a threat?
No. A simple prediction. Enough of this. Why use this megascope? What is it you want?
To tell you I shall never surrender. That I shall fight to my last breath.
Your breath shall cease, that is certain. Exactly when I wish it to.
What is that supposed to mean?
Farewell, Your Majesty. Or rather, till next time. For there will be a next time, I assure you.
A quiet fell over the tent. The Queen stepped outside, squinted her eyes against the glare of the burning fields, and swore to herself that when she did see Grand Chancellor Adel Ebdahi again, he would be a whole head shorter.
All destroyed. As if nobody lifted a finger against the Nilfgaardians.
King surely ordered all his armies to return to Aldersburg. Took cover behind its walls.
I do not wish to dismay, but after what we saw at Rossburg...
Enough doomsaying, Gascon.
Took but one damned week, and the army was shattered to bits and pieces. Must be an important lesson in this. But what? Can use this. Not sure for what just yet.
I smell a leak. 101, 102, 103.
I saw them. No other way.
Wise choice.
I'm a well said.
As you wish, my lady.
Left, right, left, right.
Order!
Tell me you jest.
If the ring won't come off, just take the whole finger.
Herzer.
One boat I need.
Yes.
Have it the white of an eye from half a league away.
I'm making the computer
Life
think
is
very
mine
hard
now.
about its next choices.
What do you want of me?
You mad? Don't shake that!
Bit of a pickle, AI. Bit of a pickle.
Retreat! This could hurt.
Coin never stinks, no matter how rank the pouch.
A highly curious case.
Okay, so here's the thing. I can hit them. I can make him lose 9. Well, he won't lose 9. Here's 3, 4. If you lose 4, so you're at 29. I'll be able to shock him. So we'll be at 27, and I can add this. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I think that's what we're gonna do, guys. Okay, he lost nothing on that one. Because I did it in the wrong order, but that's okay.
Ah!
I fear not, for faith guides me.
Can you get about 75 points? No.
Proto dum anima est, spes est.
Well, he might.
My prescription, a bit of bloodletting.
Wow. They're using rotting corpses for their artillery. That's pleasant. I guess we're loop around, go up, and snake it.
Coming across a small brook, Meve ordered her soldiers to replenish their water supplies. When they returned, it was with empty water skins and troubled expressions.
Milady, the water tastes of blood. Not like black pudding, mind, but rancid, filthy.
Meve had no choice but to march on. She gulped dryly and wondered how to interpret this strange event. An omen, perhaps? A warning from the gods? She soon learned the truth. Following the brook upstream, the Lyrians arrived at a small pool. Bobbing on its surface were dozens of corpses. A young woman caught Meve's gaze, her long hair spread delicately atop the water, wide-open eyes reflecting the sky, a fine nose peppered with freckles, and a gaping wound slashed across her throat.
We shall stop here,
The Queen said calmly.
and give these souls a proper burial. Reynard, send scouts. Tell them they are not to return until they ascertain what has happened here.
When the scouts returned a while later, they brought with them a barefooted peasant they'd found hiding in the woods. They claimed he hailed from Horton, a nearby village, the village whose inhabitants had been murdered.
Them black-clad wretches stormed the village, milady. The devil free gave at the fore. Rounded us right up, took us down to the lake. Whole village, mind. Then chop, chop, and splosh, splosh. 'Twas I alone gave him the slip.
It's just what the letter said. This is for their artillery.
Meve listened to the man's tale, then placed him in the care of her medics and ordered the Lyrians to break camp. She rode at the head of their column, Reynard at her side, her knuckles gripped white on the reins.
Do we know where this Frigef is stationed?
Our riders report he's pitched camp to the east.
Then let's pay him a call.
They killed all, like Rosberg. My lady, please, make them pay.
Milka, Bezrad, Kristan, all killed. Souls snuffed out to the very last. Could have run for help, I know. But I was afeard. Afeard the Blackclads had catch wind of me, hear me. What now? Whatever will I do? Alone. Left all alone. Milady, buried our valuables for the Blackclads came. In the wood, near a big boulder. Got a bit of charcoal? I can sketch the way for you.
Thank you.
What now? Whatever will I do? Alone. Left all alone. What now? Whatever.
This war is getting brutal. They killed a village to arm their trebs. Just that simply.
The Lyrians had no trouble finding Vrigev's camp. It was the size of a sprawling town. Meve stopped her caravan and called for a council. The first to speak was Reynard.
Seems our scouts were both right and wrong, Your Grace. They did pinpoint General Frigef, the Butcher of Horton. Unfortunately, they underestimated his detachment. It is much larger and better armed than our own.
That changes nothing.
Meve said, forestalling all protest.
If I leave him unpunished, without so much as an attempt, I shall never be able to face my reflection again. We must attack.
Reynard bowed and passed the order to the Lyrians. Later that same day, Meve and Vrigev's forces stood face to face on the field of battle.
I really like Meve because She's saying everything I would say in that position. And I'm really hoping that doesn't end in her death or in, you know, in mine. So, but yeah. Yeah, I like her. She's cool.
Frigef! It's time you pay for your crimes!
Again and again and again.
Mercy! There! Frigef! I see him! We've got to catch him!
I smell a leak.
Life is mine now.
Give me a target. Arbalist at your command.
Jeez.
Wise choice.
The Horsons.
As ordered.
An army's a waste of time for one like me.
Her Majesty is exceptional.
You mad? Don't shake that!
Armor won't serve.
There we go.
Order! Hey?
I want to take this guy alive.
Shh!
Uncork it. If the ring won't come off, just take the whole finger.
Might not be a thing.
Her Majesty knows what she's doing.
That's great.
Ever have a storm knock out one of your teeth?
Don't make me kill you. Have to hold out 2 more turns. He better give us intel, because I did not kill him on purpose. I expect intel, or he will die.
The Lyrians won the day, despite their foe's distinct advantage. Historians later ascribed Maeve's victory to her light troops' superior maneuverability in the difficult terrain compared to the plate-clad Nilfgaardians. But if you ask me, that wasn't it at all. A storm of fury had been quietly gathering in the Lyrians' hearts, a squall of rage stoked by the Nilfgaardians' unparalleled cruelty towards the conquered. And no one embodied this barbarism more perfectly than General Frigga. Maeve's men were ready to sacrifice anything to see him punished. They dragged the defeated general before Maeve. The Queen wished to learn why he'd ordered the execution of an entire village. How the Nilfgaardians could possibly justify such a crime.
2 weeks prior, I'd sent a detachment to Horton to procure feed. Captain Gaynor commanded it. While he was verifying their grain stores, they barricaded him in the barn and put it to flame.
The Queen listened to the general's story, her face a mask, betraying nothing.
Murdered. One man was murdered.
Frigga raised his eyes to Maeve's. The Queen was surprised to see them wet with tears.
Yes, my lady. My son.
The general's simple words bore pain, grief, and a thirst for revenge that would never be slaked. The Queen had to decide what to do with Frigga. No doubt the general had earned punishment, the harshest possible at that. Yet, such a weighty personage could fetch a hefty ransom, and Maeve's army desperately needed the gold.
Okay. No. My men sacrificed everything to see him punished. And he committed murder. He killed a whole village for one. No, that says it right there. My troops deserve to see what their blood and sweat brought or bought. And then on the flip side, he can be with his son.
My father taught me to respect the generals of my enemies. That even in captivity, their arms should not be taken from them. Their guards should greet them in salute.
The Queen said.
But you, Frigef, you are no general. Merely a cutthroat dressed as one. You shall die like the good folk of Horton. Quickly. Summarily.
Frigef received the Queen's decision with sang-froid. He neither struggled nor begged for mercy. He simply laid his head on the trunk. A short moment later, it rolled onto the ground to the Lyrians' deafening applause.
That's probably going to cost me later. I'm sure he was valuable. I'm sure, but it's not. No. The son part got me though. Even if I ransomed him, maybe I would curry some favor, but Nilfgaard wouldn't. They don't care. Again, at least this way, he is with his son. At least. I don't really need any troops at the moment. I'm pretty good. The only thing I could use is this. I'm almost there. About some right. So I have to keep going south.
Ever have a storm knock out one of your teeth?
I'm gonna wait.
I've hit the white of an eye from half a league away.
Waboom moon right there. Waboom. I'm not just gonna give them food, their last meal to die. They're gonna live. You will live.
Blacklads was supposed to grind their teeth against our walls. Bloody empty promise by our leaders. Commander, onward to Abbey. Bloody idiots.
There a place for me in your ranks, Your Majesty? I'd so like to serve you. I do so with loyalty deserving of my own king.
Oh no. Well, guess I have to build that anyway. Sad. But at least we have this. So far, the army is really, really strong. This is useful. I should get this. But I have no need of it at the moment. Finally on the other side.
A taxidermied unicorn. Strange. What are your orders, Your Grace? Shall we take it?
I've no notion what one could possibly do with such a thing. We ride on.
Little throwback.